Everyone is lying to you about AI. They're telling you that it is a tool for productivity. They're wrong. AI is an amplifier. If your leadership runs on drama, AI will automate your drama. If your business runs on victimhood, AI will automate your excuses. In 2026, it's not about which technology you use that determines your success. It's about your mental operating system. So it's not about Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini. The real artificial intelligence that matters the most is the internal code that you have. And this is what we're going to talk about today. If you're ready, let's begin.
Are you ready to shine? Come on, it's the shiny one.
You got this. Hello, Shiny Minds. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to tell you that this Shiny Minds show is sponsored by my Academy of Neuro-shine Technology, where myself as the founder and my hand-selected amazing elite ICF accredited coach educators are here to support you, to make you feel safe, seen, heard, appreciated, free to become whoever you want to be, and also transformed forever, inside out. We are here to hold your hand and to support your growth. If you feel it in your heart to become more and achieve more, then go to shinyinstall.com, grab that PDF, and we will see you inside. Welcome to the Shiny Minds Show. I am Dr. Shiny, and I am so excited to talk about the world of artificial intelligence, the agentic powers, and then what we are empowered to do with our businesses as of May 2026. If you are following my episodes, if you are listening to my episodes to have the mindset of an entrepreneur, sovereign creator, then you are going to enjoy today's episode. Because in today's episode, I am going to integrate the coaching mindset, the soul strategies, and AI principles for you to blend your own wisdom into your own business success. If you want to get ready for a future-proof success, whether you are a coach or a leader or a business owner or a mom at home who cares deeply about your children, you are going to find something to take away from this episode, because you cannot ignore what's going on in today's world with the development of AI. And today, I want to empower you with what's possible, what's going on in the world, so that you do have the right, the correct, the empowered mindset, the shiny mind for you to take the right next action in your career, in your life, in your business. And I want to cover 3 pillars. The first pillar for your mental operating system is clarity. If you do not have clarity, your mindset is cluttered. If you do not have clarity, your mindset is occupied with a lot of OPOs that I call with my neuro-shine technology. That is not even yours to begin with. If you want to use AI as a coach, as a human, to do more work, then you need to understand that your work has to have clarity to begin with. If your mental operating system does not have the clarity, then your work cannot show that, cannot demonstrate that, cannot produce that outcome. Input in, output out. Whatever the input is, you're going to get the output as. If you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. That's why you have to start with your own mental OS. If your mental operating system is full of what I call the victim bugs that are all about excuses and then self-pity and finding all the other sources to blame but yourself, that's where you have to begin. If you go ahead and automate your AI with the current thinking that is not even helping you to create successful relationships with the people, with the world around you. You cannot expect your AI to automate your success. If you do not have the clarity of your mental operating system, then you cannot expect the same clarity from your AI. That's why the first pillar of your mental operating system is the clarity. My dear shiny mind, you who's watching, may I invite you to hit that subscribe button? This way, you and I are going to become partners in Shine and elevate the consciousness in the world. Thank you so much in advance, and I'll see you inside. The second pillar of your mental operating system is integrity. If you do not have the full integrity of your own entire being, meaning if you have this part of you and that part of you, and then they are completely conflicting with each other, they are not serving you. They are not empowering you internally. If your internal OS is cluttered, it's going to be muddy. The outcome is going to be muddy. And that's why the structural integrity is your number one priority, or perhaps number two as the second pillar. Clarity is first, and clarity is also related to integrity. If you do not have the structural integrity within yourself to get it out as the outcome, as the product of your AI automation, then it's just not going to serve you. It is actually going to scale your excuses. It's going to scale your broken parts. It's going to scale your conflicts. AI is already not that brilliant. It just gives you whatever that you feed it. And if you don't know how to fix it, if you don't know how to correct the wrongdoings, if you don't know how to correct to challenge it, it's just going to give you your level of thinking. And if you do not have the integrity of a high level thinker, of a high fidelity prompter, then you're not going to have the desired outcomes as you want to have. In the world of coaching, we do have this very important question. At the very beginning of the session, we ask them, what is your desired outcome? If the desired outcome is not clear, we help them get clarity. That's why it's number one. And then the second thing we work on is the integrity for that desired outcome, the integrity of that clarity. Because think about it, if you want a specific desired outcome, but when we look at your behaviors, you actually do the opposites of what you want, that's not structural integrity. There is no alignment over there. If you want to lose weight, yet keep eating garbage, you cannot expect to receive that outcome. End of story. You gotta have structural integrity. The same thinking is gonna go into designing and prompting your own automation. You need to understand how your mind operates, how your brain functions in between different parts of yourself. And that's why you don't want to use AI to work more. You want to use AI to be more. That is the structural integrity. That is the level of architecture that you need to have within yourself before you start automating anything with AI. Until you get that internal clarity, that internal structural integrity, you're just going to magnify your excuses. You're going to scale your problems, and you're going to automate your drama. And we don't want that. The third pillar of your mental operating system is creativity. Now that you have clarity and integrity, we can now talk about creativity. Creativity and productivity are the desired outcomes of AI and automation. When you have your internal clarity, your internal integrity, and your internal creativity and productivity, that's only when you can expect that outcome from your AI, from your automation. If you don't know how to correct it, if you don't know how to rewrite it, if you don't know how to re-engineer your own internal processes, your own internal codes, You cannot expect to get it out of your own AI system. You cannot go into ChatGPT or Cloud and just type in some prompts and expect something that is going to up-level your current thinking. You cannot up-level your current thinking if you do not have the internal mental OS to correct the mental thinking of your AI automation system. AI is not that accurate, not that smart yet. It can create outcomes that you're not going to be 100% in agreement with. AI is like this new intern. You still need to teach, train, and approve that intern. You still need to babysit that intern. You still need to align the entire process of creativity and productivity you want to put out to the world. If you give all the stuff, all the work, all the procedures to this technology that you don't even know how to manage, you don't even know how to code, that's going to create more problems than desired outcomes. It's going to create more drama, more friction, and more conflict for you that you will have to deal with later. I don't want that for you. I see leaders out there trying to use AI, trying to automate, and trying to get more productive. Are you productive to begin with? How productive are you from 1 to 10 in your day to day life? Start there and automate yourself first. Create the thinking, create the behaving, and create the belief set so you have the habitual results that you can rely on that can then demonstrate and reflect your automation in the world of AI. Do you understand? Everything is related. If you do not know how to create something that is absolutely creative based on your voice, based on your design elements, based on your own thinking, your own being, the creativity outcome is not going to match whatever you want. It's not going to surpass your current level. It's not going to wow you. It's going to give you broken links and bugs because you might have those bugs within yourself. That's where you have to begin. Otherwise, you're going to be realizing, oh, that didn't work and this didn't work. And now I have to work on it. Now I have to change it. That's going to be a constant hustle. I don't want you to hustle constantly. I want you to be smart, intelligent, and become friends with AI. In order for you to become friends with AI, you need to start becoming friends with your own thinking. You need to understand your own internal coding. You need to understand your own mental operating system. That's why the biggest differentiator in the world of AI and automation is your thinking, is your own mental operating system. And that's where coaching mindset becomes extremely powerful. Guess why? We teach how to create incredibly powerful questions in our coaching education programs, which is the number one skill to prompt engineer. If you know how to ask questions, if you know how to provoke the thinking in a human mind, that's only when you can implement it in a machine that is just going to replicate, that's just going to automate. Do you follow? That's why you need to understand how to prompt engineer your own mental operating system first. You gotta have the coaching mindset. You gotta have the up-level thinking and multidimensional architecting. You need to understand how to alchemize your pain into power and pleasure so that you can then use the same thinking in your own AI and automation. That's why creativity and productivity as the third pillar is also going to depend on the level of your mental OS. With that said, clarity, integrity, and creativity are your mental operating system pillars that you need the most in the world of AI and automation. And I want you to have that mental operating system running on speed of light. Otherwise, you're going to have bugs, victim thinking, excuses, self-pity, a lack of resourcefulness, lack of ownership, lack of radical responsibility. And you cannot expect that radical responsibility from your own AI automation tool if you don't know how to do that on yourself first. That is my share today, my contribution today. And that's why I always invite you to come work with us at the Academy of Neuro-shine Technology. That's what we can help you with. We can help you with clearing your mental clutter and getting rid of all the victim bugs that would stop you, that would prevent you from receiving the automation outcomes that you would want to receive from your automation, from your AI tools. If you want to learn more, please go ahead and visit neuroshinetechnology.com/coach and join our next cohort. Let us help you how to think. Let us show you how to empower your own mental OS prompt engineering so that you can take it and implement it and just have all the desired outcomes built on automation, only scaling your wisdom, but not your excuses. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep shining your light.
Go galactic.
Go galactic. Go galactic.
Then you're in the right place. Let's go, let's go.